Good morning. It's Monica with King's Titan Homestead, and oh, I'm tired. I, I got in around quarter to 10, or no, quarter to 11 last night from moving some bees. So what I do is I teach classes, and because we have Africanized bees in the area, and I don't want my students to become discouraged when their colony is either superseded or um, has an usurpation swarm land on it. I will go and pick up these hives that are potentially dangerous and then bring them out to my property to verify, to make sure that they're still European, to make sure that there's nothing wrong, and requeen them if they're Africanized, that kind of thing. That way we don't put anybody um, into a potentially dangerous situation in a residential neighborhood. So then, once those bees are deemed okay to go back, then I have to truck them back. And this is a service I just do for my students. I do not charge for it. I want them to, like I said, not get discouraged. So last night I took 2 hives back into Tucson and I picked up one. Not from a student, but from a gentleman who on occasion will collect swarms, and the swarms are Africanized, and so I'll go pick them up and requeen them. So it's like a vicious cycle. But I am exhausted. I woke up yesterday morning at 3:30 in the morning, and today again at 3:30, and the big thing is what I'm doing is trying to get caught up. I was hoping that the bee removals would slow down, and they don't seem to be. I have 3 more to either talk to or book or schedule, and lots of things to catch up on. Just lots. Um, Laundry piles are high, house is dirty, animals are neglected. As you can tell, he's just having a really rough time with this. So, I just wanted to talk about a few things really quick. Some of the calls that have been coming in have been kind of something that needs to be addressed in the public. Like, education is key. So I had one text of a gentleman that is like, I need help with bees. I have a situation. Well, the situation ended up being he sent a picture of his back swollen up and all red. He had got stung, and his dogs were being stung, and he had known for 3 weeks that there was an already established colony on a piece of property that he had moved on to. And he knew about it for 3 weeks. But when the bees started to become defensive for some reason, either he was working near the shed or he was doing stuff outside that the bees didn't like, or the dogs were going over to the shed, something was happening, and the bees were getting agitated from it. He needed to have them immediately removed because now the bees became dangerous. So I think it took me like an hour to respond to him or something like that. And he had already called 911 and had the fire department out. And the fire department was hosing them down with water and foam spray. But then he sent this picture and he goes, well, what can you do for me? Because this is what's happening now. And the photo was just all these bees going totally crazy. And they're like all over the shed, just like disoriented. You got forage bees. This is daylight hours. You got forage bees that are out, and they come home to a stinky, destroyed home, and you think I don't know if people think that beekeepers are the Pied Piper, that we can literally just go in and play our flute and gather all the bees. It doesn't happen that way. I wish it did. Oh man, if we could figure that out. But so here we are with a no containment and a dangerous situation. Poison has already been sprayed, and there's nothing I can do for that. You have to now call an exterminator and have them finish the job. That's just, it's discouraging, but I'm sorry. You should have called the beekeeper to get them removed when you first noticed them. Then I had another call, says, I got your name from somebody else and they said you could help me. Here's the situation. And I'm like, well, where are the bees? Can you safely send me a photo of the bees? And they said, yeah, I will send a picture of when they were alive. What? What happened to the bees? Why are you calling me? What happened to the bees? What happened? Oh, well, we hired somebody to come spray them. They sprayed them with wasp spray on the inside and put some wafer in the entrance on the other side. And then they sent this picture of, like, from the inside, these dead bees everywhere on the ground, but live bees all over the window and on the windowsill and stuff all over the place. But the complaint was there's honey seeping from the ceiling. We need you to come clean it all up. No, call that exterminator back. That's their job. You hired them for a bee removal. You paid for them to kill them. You pay them to clean it up. Beekeepers don't want to get called after the bees are dead. I'm like, what was up? What? I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna, well, duh, but no. Maybe people just don't understand. They think that, okay, because we have the skills to do this cleanup, that we're just gonna come, to the rescue, and not say anything about you killing the bees. I'm like, same situation, same scenario. You have them, you have them. Don't call a beekeeper as the last resort. Call them first. Okay, so I think I'm done venting. Thanks for listening. Oh my goodness. It's just something I needed to get. I hope that the more people that hear things like this, you can spread the word too. You meet somebody, you know somebody, you have a neighbor, you have a loved one, a family member, a close friend, or just any friends. And they have an established colony of bees in an unwanted location that could be potentially dangerous to animals and children. Please encourage them to call a beekeeper while the colony is not agitated. So I hope you like and enjoy the video. I'm getting ready to go put some bees away, those bees that I picked up last night. They have a screen cover for containment for transport. So I'm having to wait till it gets light to get them off my truck because I want to smoke them and change the cover. So I'm going to take off the screen cover and put on a feeding cover so that I can give them some sugar syrup because we're in a dearth. So more mouths to feed. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.